What's up, guys? So today we're working on just doing a brake job, an alternator on a car that died. I've kind of started jacking up one side here. We do the front brakes, do the rear brakes, and then alternator and the belt. I've got all the stuff here. I was gonna try this, but I figured honestly this would probably be a little bit easier. It's nothing crazy. And I was kind of on top of this, I guess, this drain here. I could move it, but I also don't have, like for this, because it's gonna tilt one side of the vehicle up, I wanna get like tire stoppers. You know what I mean? Like the ones you slide under the wheels so it stops moving. So I think I'm gonna get those before I try using it, because I don't know, it's a little sketchy. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but it worries me a bit. So I figured I'd rather be safe than sorry and just do it the old way. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and knock these brakes out pretty quick. Okay, we went ahead, jacked out this side. I don't know, not a whole lot of clamps, but enough for just like a hand to get under here, a little bit over a hand. We're gonna go ahead, pull these off. I also threw the jack just underneath, simply for a little bit more support on the subframe. And so now we have 3 points of contact, just trying to keep ourselves safe. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, work at this for a little bit. Shouldn't be too terrible. I also cut my hair for all of you. Everyone out there telling me to cut my hair. Had about like 8 comments of that saying, cut your hair, it's in the way. I did it, but the wife's not happy. I won't lie, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this. And yeah, this should be a pretty simple job. Okay, so here are the current state of affairs. For the brakes, shouldn't take me too long. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a new camera, so it does this like auto track thing, which is kind of interesting. But basically, what we got here is we got to remove our slider pin bolts. That's right here, and we got to remove the actual like caliper bolts themselves as well. And so when we get the caliper bolts out, pull the caliper off, pull the rotor off, and then we'll have to just like a metal wire brush, clean off our slider pins and re-grease them. Compress the piston and the caliper, and then just kind of reassemble. Should be a pretty straightforward process. I'll probably just leave you guys on this entire time, edit it around, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and knock this out quick. Okay, so now that I'm in a new shop, Fred sent me with like a million different goodies. So I haven't actually looked at what anything really is in here yet, because I just got this last night. But what I'm hoping for is we get some brake clean, because I don't want to be, I think I have a little bit left, but I don't know how much I have exactly. And I'm not really too interested in going out and buying more. That and penetrating fluid. Penetrating fluid might be nice to see in here, but I don't actually know what everything is here. A couple bottles of brake fluid, gloves, always good to have. So Scotch-Brite pads. We got WD-40, so silicone. Honestly, can't complain about that at all. Electrical tape. This is like a loom maker almost. Like it looks like hockey tape, but it's not. Got some penetrating lubricant for rusty bolts and stuff like that, especially on suspension if you let it sit for a little bit. Couple brake parts cleaner. Some anti-seize. So anti-seize we'll actually put along the face of the rotor, just so that where the wheel mounts to, so that nothing happens there. And then rags, honestly, just a shop rags. And then some like grinder discs. Holy, and a bunch of, I don't know if you guys can see these, like razor blades. Okay, so we went ahead and got the caliper off, and then as you guys can see down here, we've bungeed up the actual caliper itself with the piston. This is more so just the bracket. But these are the slider pins that I was talking about here, is these guys here. So I'm gonna be able to pop these out, and then these should just slide back and forth as you compress and decompress the piston. So I'm just gonna lift it up a little bit, and then I should be able to get it out completely. Then we clean this up and grease these, just with brake grease. And then for the rotor here, just comes straight off. The problem in like Winnipeg especially, or like rust prone areas, is you'll probably have to tap this a few times to get it off. Like this thing, it's not just gonna come off. Like you're gonna have to hit this with a hammer. I've had a whale on them before, like really get behind them, just because they seize on so bad with the rust. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, knock this out, and then install our new parts. Take apart this bracket, clean those slider pins, compress the piston, and then just throw everything back together. And we'll go ahead and do the other side as well. Okay, so I figured out I had the right idea, but the wrong direction. So the slider pin boot actually just stays on, and you just pull the bolt out. But this is what I'm talking about when I say we need to clean these up. Is like, this is just absolutely caked here, right? And so I'm not really sure how this happens, to be completely honest, but this was once just grease, like any normal slider pin. But what we're gonna do is take a metal wire brush to this now, clean this all off, get all this gunk out of here, and then we re-grease all this. And just throw it back in, throw it back together. Okay, and here's a little before and after. This is before, and this is after. So basically just went around and just like took the metal wire brush here and just cleaned everything off. Typically, it's a lot easier if you get like a bench grinder, a metal brush wheel, and then you kind of just, I'll give you a little demonstration here. You have it here, you're like, oh shoot, I really need to clean the threads. You have the metal wire brush here. It's just a simple, let it hit all this. But currently, I do not have one. I gotta get another, I gotta change this out for something different. Essentially, we're gonna re-grease these after I clean out the other one and just put everything back together. Nothing too crazy. I'll have to clean out this bracket here. I'll need to clean out the edges where the metal bracket goes, where the brake pads sit in. I'll scuff that up, but I'll show you guys that too. But yeah, slowly coming along here. I don't know, after I show you guys one, I'll probably just rip through the rest. Oh, damn, this shop looks good. We also got a couch in here. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. It's kind of like a cool, I don't know, it's a cool experience, honestly. Got the car right in front of us. Could have another one over there. Could have a couple more in the back. I would like to set up like a TV or something in here. Make this place a little bit more homey. Might just move in. Might just move in. Nah, Adria wouldn't go for that. But yeah, gotta get the Civic here. Let's get the Civic here. So I'm doing a lot of work on that. Cause it's close, it's so close. I don't even know if you guys have seen a video of it in a while. But yeah, anyway, I gotta really finish this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start working through it. I guess the only thing that was different for these ones was you actually need to use like one of these sets. Let's see if I can find it here. So when you're compressing the piston, the rears are a twist one. And so there's 4 prongs. You just stick these prongs in, and then you wedge this against the other side of the caliper, and essentially just like twist until it'll twist and push it down. But yeah, I should have shown you guys, honestly, but I didn't. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go take it for a test drive. I gotta torque all the wheels down. And then the other issue with this is the alternator. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. I'm trying to figure out how to get that out. I haven't really looked at it yet, but I'm not expecting anything too crazy. But yeah, we're moving on to the next portion. So we just got our alternator out. Here's the old one. We have a new belt as well, serpentine belt. And then the new one's just kind of placed in here so far. Essentially to get this out is it's a 14 on the top here. So you got this long bolt, this long 14. So this 14 goes through here at the back. So just in this spot here, this 14 goes through, you get this out. And then there's a 12 on the bottom side. And so when you look at this, obviously you take off all your plugs and stuff, but when you look at this here, you have your 14 that goes through here. This one's a 12. And when you flip it to the bottom side, you'll actually see that there is another one here. And so this is where your 12 goes. And this is threaded. This is threaded, and then this is a nut on this other side. But it's like a welded in nut. So essentially both threaded. And then to get your belt off, this is a bit of a hassle, I won't lie. Let's get under here. Okay. So I was watching this guy do it, and he suggested, so you obviously take off this cover here, which is just, I took off the top couple. There's the red piece here. There's another red piece here, and then there's just like a push clip. You just take those all out, and then you can go ahead and fold this back to the side here. And then up here is a 14 mil. And so as you can see, your tensioner spring is right here, just on the left there. And then when you follow that up, you'll follow it to this kind of tensioner pulley. And then you can get a 14 on there, but I'm using a 1/4 inch right now with a swivel. So like, what I mean by swivel is like on the ratchet itself, so this ratchet can move front and forward, to give myself a little bit of extra space. I saw some people use like a serpentine belt tool, but I found that as long as you're using a small socket with 1/4 inch, you can get it. And once you get it on there, tighten it. So you want to go tightening, and then it'll kind of pry this loose, and then you can pull it out. I haven't taken it out yet because I haven't taken off my ratchet yet, but that's currently where we're at. And so kind of just what I've been reading and seeing is that this is really tough to put back on. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. I don't think it wasn't too hard to get off, so I don't imagine it being terribly difficult to get on. But yeah, this is currently where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and plug everything back in for the alternator. Our battery just down here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a charger. I'm gonna charge this thing up, and then we should be all good to go. It's a fairly new battery, so kind of just assumed that it was the alternator. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and change all this, and then I'll let you know how it goes. A little bit of love and care We got the new belt on and the new alternator. Charged up the battery, and then we just took it for a test ride. So I think it's all good. Hannah's here too. She's here to take the car back. We're gonna hand this off, and then it's all done. Job well done. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stick around again for another video.